Okay, so guys, today I'm gonna talk about the really important topic, and I think everyone can relate with this if you have a feminism mindset, because it at Indian household, peoples are really, really mean when you have a feminism mindset because you are not going to just like this and आप अपने opinion दोगे openly and you are not afraid to anyone in the household. So this is actually some challenges I face as a feminism girl. Believe me, this is something that it's beyond your expectations, okay? Because when you talk about equality, people literally going to defend themselves that okay, equality is something, and especially men, you understand, Brett, right? Because men don't want equality, they want that dominance power in their hands, so they never gonna support equality. I know some men you know just support equality, but only some men, not all men. So here is some challenges I'm going to talk. First is that always people, think that feminism hate men. So first of all, I'm going to talk about they don't hate men, but I have a feminism thought that I hate men, honestly, and not because of I say all men, but believe me, whenever I scroll reels, whenever I saw Instagram, there is another, harassment case. There is another something that I just can't even see, and I'm watching this. Believe me, it makes me automatically man hater. It's not something I choose to man hater. It's something I've become man hater because of their some so-called ego, so-called behavior, because this is unhuman. Okay, if you can't walk safer and you still think that we are going to say that okay, we love men, no, this is not something. So believe me, as a feminism, I always hear this. Okay, if you are not gonna, you know you are not interested in men, then what is it? You are interested in humans? No, darling, no. If you are not interested in man, that doesn't mean you automatically interested in women. No, that's not how things work. I am someone who just career oriented person. Okay, I believe that career it should be your first priority. It doesn't matter, and especially for a woman. Okay, especially for a woman, you should always focus on your career. So I am career focused oriented person. Okay, and I love being my company. So whenever I told them, whenever I tried to explain this type of scenario to someone, they always have this gutter mindset. They will not gonna understand. So I just stopped. Okay. And second thing is that people think that I'm mad. This is how it's work. Okay. So whenever my mom is in kitchen and my father is like in outside, and whenever I'm in kitchen and my brother outside, I always say that why he's not here. Okay. Why he's not involving in kitchen work? Why he's not involving in cleaning work? Okay. So someone in the family just comes nowhere, and he was going to say that okay, he is not going to work, he's just gonna manage, you have to go your ससुराल और तेरे को ये सारी चीजें करनी पड़ेंगी. ओके, तो उसको इतना नहीं सुनना पड़ेगा, बट तेरे लिए ये सारा काम. ओके, and I literally pissed off because this is not how works. Cleaning is something everyone should know, because this is such a neutral responsibility, and everyone should know about this. Okay, but I think Indian mindset is something this is beyond my expectation, and it's not, I think, Indian mindset. It's just mostly people's revolve around this mindset. So I just can't blame them. Okay, they actually grow up with this mindset. So how can I explain that this is something is bad, this is something is not good, and this is just bullshit. Okay, so I just can't explain them that why it is or why it is not. They just don't have a education to separate both of these things. Okay, so I just don't know. And third thing, people's just mean to me. Okay, whenever I say I have a different opinion from them, okay, I'm just not going to be unpaid labor. I'm just not going to be do cleaning. I'm just not going to be in household, and I'm not going to be household wife. I am not going to marriage. Okay, and believe me, people just pissed off. Okay, whenever I say this, people just so pissed off and they don't want to continue conversation with me, and it's completely okay with me because I don't want to do conversation with them too. Because whenever you have a different opinion mentality, you just can't talk to like anyone, something like that. अगर आप एक certain people और एक certain thought के साथ ही लोगों से बात करते हो, and believe me, this is how I am. I don't talk very often to people like that. Okay, मैं बहुत selectively किसी से बात करती हूँ कि या मैं इससे बात करूंगी इससे, ठीक है. Not everyone is mine. Okay, not everyone is mine. Something I'm gonna talk here. So that's okay. Fourth thing I face as a feminism girl. Okay, this is something, just beyond the things, is people think that, I just want to be a girl who just not going to leave. Okay, मतलब मुझे लोग सामने से आके कहते हैं कि अगर शादी नहीं करेगी, if you are not going to end up with a man, then what's you gonna do? Because your life is just dependent on a man, right? And if you're not going to marry, you are just thinking different. And if you just don't want a man, then what's you want? Because you will not gonna survive if you are not going to depend on a man. And if you are not going to depend on a man, you will end up alone and you will gonna regret it and you will gonna die like a you know like a animal. Okay, and believe me, no one gonna say that, no one talk to you, no one gonna ask for you. And if you are not going to marry, if you are not dependent on a man, okay, this is something I always feel in my home. Whenever I go outside, whenever I talk with someone, whenever I speak about my opinion, people think that I'm mad. And this is actually how every feminism girl can relate with me, because she also have a same mindset, and she will gonna say that yes, you are saying right, because everyone is like that. Okay, and lastly and conclusively, I'm just gonna say two things to you, girls. Believe on yourself that your thoughts is something is just beyond every people's. Okay, so just prioritize your mindset and your opinion, because they will gonna, okay, they will gonna last you, at the end of the day they will gonna help you. So always believe in your thoughts and opinions. No one, not even a single person is gonna help you, so just believe in that. Okay, and feminism is not something I learned from a book, I learned from here. No, not I grow with this mindset. Okay, मैंने अपने आसपास चीजें देखी हैं, and that's how I grow as a feminism. Okay, ये थॉट मेरे अंदर से बचपन से बड़ा हुआ है. मैंने कहीं जाके पढ़ा नहीं, मैंने कहीं जाके लर्न नहीं करा कि okay, something is exist like a feminism. I never did that, but I still as man hater feminist. And believe me, this is something is just, I grow with this mindset. And if you are feminist, if you are something, just can relate with my thought, I would love to be your bestie. And you are my bestie. Just it's like if you have same thought, you already are my bestie. So guys, never, uh, just ignore this type of people and you will gonna so far. And that's how life works.